All right, everyone. I've been waiting all day to talk about this stock. It's been trending all day, and I know nothing about it other than it was down over 50% today, and I have no idea why. I've seen this trending going upwards in the past, but I haven't seen this, so I don't know kind of what happened. So I like to always do three things. I like to look at the current valuation, the latest earnings, and then other things to consider. I'm going to start with other things to consider here because something clearly happened today that caused this. Why is Poet stock down 50% today? Might have some news in here too. Um, Major negative business. Okay, a key deal just fell apart. Revealed that Marvel Technology canceled all purchase orders linked to Celestial AI. Affects a high-profile partnership investors thought would drive future revenue. Cited confidential breaches, reason canceling the orders. The deal the market was very excited about is gone now. Had just doubled on that same deal. Just completely reversed the narrative. Traders are out. Okay, well then, so that's what it was. There's a big deal that happened. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at this chart. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is the stock pre what this deal with Marvel Technology, and then the deal comes in somewhere around here, and then now it's erased all of that. So that is what happened then. And that looks like that was the deal, that there's a big deal that they had. Okay, we'll maybe come back to this later, but let's go ahead and look at their latest earnings. So now I'm going to start looking at this company as if the deal was never a thing, because it looks like, based on this price drop, the stock has returned to about the levels that it was, maybe still a little elevated, but about the levels it was before this deal. So I'm just going to pretend like it's not a thing, but we'll maybe revisit that a little bit later. So I had to really dig to find this on the SEC website, but we have the consolidated statements of operations and deficit. This company's a foreign company, so they're gonna name their things a little different. But what you can see right here is this is like abnormal, like wild kind of growth here. Look at this. This is like a wild amount of growth. It says revenue note 21. I might have to go look at that. But you can see right here, their operating expenses also massively increased. Research and development went way up. Operating expenses way up. And so you're looking at, operating loss is still, is this in, this is just in US dollars. So you're looking at 41K revenue in 2024 to about a million in December 31st, but then you're looking like they burnt, $42 million in one quarter. So that's a little tough. Though, look at this though, other income, including interest, they made $4.5 million. So right now, I know right off the bat, they have probably a very strong balance sheet. And then fair value adjustment to derivative warrant liability. Holy cow, look at that. These numbers are just whack. And net loss of 62 million. Deficit beginning of year, and then adjustment due to change in functional currency. Wow, I have so many questions right now. Net loss and deficit end of year. So there's so many questions here. This is not my normal guy that I look at. What in the world is this? ChatGPT, save me. Was on their latest earnings. What is that all about? I'm sure this is in the filing. I don't want to dig through the filing. Um, Counting translation issue, not a core business event. Um, so it went from Canadian to US. Oh no, let's give me an example. Okay, White Poet likely did it. I'm sure we could actually find that, but maybe they switched to USD. Okay, well, that's one of the many things going on here. Holy cow, what else do we got here? I want to see, where was that? Yeah, fair value adjustment to derivative warrant liability. See note 10. I might just be able to find it in here. Bum. Fair value. Okay, so this is like a warrant adjustment. I think that's all I'm gonna get is right here. So just some warrant changes. The fair value of share purchase warrants was estimated using the black option pricing model. Following weighted average assumption dividend yield 0. Okay, so just that's about probably where I got. That's all we're gonna get out of that. Is they got some warrant liabilities that they adjusted, but holy cow. What? Let me go back to where I was at. Yeah. So that was big. That's 25 million. Then you can see, look at this. Sure, their revenue jumped massively. I guess that's another question. Yeah, sorry, we're going all over the place. This is a roller coaster day because this company is wild. Note 21. That's the only time I'm seeing it. Poets revenue grew massively from 2024 to 2025. What was the cause? I almost don't even want to bother asking because sure it grew, but their operating costs and their G&A and sales went up way more. Yeah, so 41K to 107 million is what we saw. It's because 2024 was near zero. Doing development work, early product sales, multi-million-dollar production orders, 5 million for its optical products, initial orders from key customers. Yeah. How much sales backlog do they have, excluding Marvel? One disclosed order, 5 million. If you strip out the Marvel special AI piece. 5 million purchase order from another unnamed customer. Okay, so basically nothing. Because if you're getting 5 million sales backlog, but then your selling and marketing is looking at 25 million, that's tough. Research and development, 18 million. But there's a big piece of the picture that we have not looked at yet, which is their balance sheet. And holy cow, that is a strong balance sheet. 39 million in cash and short-term investments is about 300 million, meaning that this is just showing deficit end of year. I want to go straight to the cash burn statement of cash flows. Net loss 62 million. And then here's their changes here. So let's see. Financing activities right here. Okay, so look at this. They raised $300 million from financing. So this is going to be all their warrants, um, their and other things like that. Issuing stock, diluting. Investing activities um, is negative. Uh, Sorry, my alarm's going off. The investing activities is negative, and then from operating activities, it's negative 27 million. So most of their money came from dilution and diluting their stocks. Um, and if you're looking at a cash burn of 62 million for 2025, that means that this company has 4 or 5 years of cash runway before they run out, which that is a good thing. Let's make sure this is a very confusing, this is kind of very confusing, balance sheet statement of cash flows. This company has a lot of stuff going on there. But I just want to make sure that's true. How much cash does Poet, from what I'm seeing, they have about, if they're burning 62 million and they have 300 million, they have, 4 or 5 years before they run out of money. Have before they run out. That's what we saw. 430. We saw 300 million, and then we saw that they raised 375 million in late 2025, which is what we just saw. That's what this is. Um, the statement of cash flows is financing activities. See, this is about 300 million, so that is what we just saw. Is an organic cash, fresh investor funding. And then, yep, they're burning 40 to 50 million per year. So, that is something. They got a lot of money before they need more cash. So that's something to, to keep in mind. So, interesting. Let's look at the valuation now. I want to just see. So, you're looking at a market cap of 2.3 billion, which, if I'm interpreting that correctly, they're giving a pretty big premium to this stock still. I wanted to see if they have any debt. Okay, they have some convertible debt, but not a lot. 6 million, and that can be converted from debt into equity. So, and then they got a bunch of warrants, right? But not like any debt. So interesting. So that's a big thing. But if this company has about 400 million in cash and they have a market cap of 2.3 billion, they are giving this company a premium, expecting them to get something. You're also looking at shares outstanding right here, 152 million, which even after all of that financing activity that they got, all the shares that they issued, this is still relatively low. But should warrants get exercised, or should that convertible debt get converted, the shares outstanding will increase. So that makes it kind of tough. Oh, no love here from MSN. Their little rating here is not getting a lot of love. So that is interesting. Cash burn will likely increase because here's a good point. If they're doing CapEx, then this cash burn is going to go. But it's not like this is like a biotech company where they just have all their cash and they're just researching. This company's building CapEx and stuff, it sounds like. So I think them losing this deal with Marvel obviously is a very big deal, which is why it's down over 50% today. And that's tough. Man, that's so tough too. If you were a bull on this or an investor, it's like how do you prepare for this. I know that there's, the way that's why people like to see like how much of a company's revenue is split up amongst different customers. Like, SMCI is a good one, where I think a lot of SMCI's revenue comes from one customer, so they have this similar risk. So, but it's just tough to see because I just feel for the people that were in this, before. As for going forward, I don't know. Let me know what I'm missing or what I'm not thinking about. Um, there could be other things that are in the pipeline that I'm not aware of, but that's poet stock. That's kind of what happened with them. So, I will see you guys in the next